Hello, you Scorpios. Hello. How is this month going to unravel itself during the month of July of 2012? I think it's going to be a month again with a lot of emphasis on the water houses. And I think a lot of Scorpios do like that because it's a water sign. It's This month is going to be again about transformation, about facing your own demons, and as I talked earlier in the horoscopes of June, you already know very well what your demons are, and it's like the last finishing touch to do, because there's a focus on this 12th house. Not only you have Saturn in there for quite some time in Libra, the last couple of 2 years, you have been really trying to, how do you say that? Saturn is actually in its joy in traditional astrology in the 12th house, and why is that? It's because the 12th house is a house of our unconsciousness. It's a house of why we try to escape, and Saturn really tries to discipline that. That's why it joys in the 12th house. So you've done your work when it concerns these matters. And funny enough, your ruler, according to traditional astrology, is Mars, the ruler of Scorpio. It enters the 12th house. So it's again an emphasis on that 12th house. So putting action, Mars is where we put our action. It's not so much a month of putting action to show yourself out there. It's a month of really doing stuff behind the scenes, doing good stuff behind the scenes. And it won't be that easy because Mars really doesn't like the coat of Libra. Mars is Mars, of course, and it's in the sign of Venus. That's in the opposite sign. That's why in astrology, traditional astrology, they say that it is in its detriment, or in its fall, actually, in its fall. But it doesn't mean to say that it's going to be bad. On the contrary, it could mean that you just work harder and I think most Scorpions can work very hard, very, very hard to achieve what they want. And so I think you're going to understand why you're doing the things that you're doing to escape. You're going to spend time on that, to figure that out. And especially because in the middle of the month, this Mars is going to oppose Uranus in the 6th and squaring up to Pluto. So the Pluto-Uranus square that I talked about last month, it's not exact anymore, or totally exact anymore, but it's there on the background for the continuing years. And as a faster planet like Mars is going to trigger it, can trigger it, and it's going to trigger it now this month, during the month of July, in the middle of it. And of course, Mars opposing Uranus, when you read the books, Mars-Uranus transit, it's explosive and it's wanting to take action in an explosive way. But I do think it's going to be good because a very little planet, which is called Pallas, is going to conjunct Uranus at the same time when that opposition happens. And Pallas is all about wisdom, and it's all about knowledge and intelligence, strategic intelligence. So I think the changes that has to occur, it has its wisdom underneath. So that's why I think it's going to be good. And another thing that is going to be good is that at the same time during the whole month, Mars is going to trine Jupiter. So that same Mars in your 12th is going to trine Jupiter in the 8th house, which I talked about last month. So Jupiter in the 8th and also Venus in the 8th house is very good for, again, these transformational stuff that is going on, this digging deeper into yourself, this more understanding of the transformation, this understanding or a deeper understanding of the taboos, of the fears that you have. It comes to the surface, and it's a possibility to open your heart and to through intimacy with other people, through a deep connection with someone else. And that is, it's again, it's a bit a continuing of last month actually. Whilst this all is going on, Mercury is transiting your 10th house, and it's going retrograde in the middle of the month. So there is there is thinking about work, and thinking again about work, or rethink it, trying to change it in a way. And as the sun also enters your 10th house at the end of the month, there could be an emphasis on work. There could be an emphasis on communication at work, but also on how you want to do things at work, and what you want to do, and how you want to shine at your work. The sun is in there. So these things are all quite interesting. And another thing is that it's also a very little planet, and now I'm particularly talking to the Scorpios who have planets or an ascendant between the 20th and the 30th of Scorpio. So the very last decade, or how do you call that, decade, of Scorpio. There is Juno, that little planet, transiting, and it's the planet of commitment. So I think for a lot of Scorpios who have these planets or an ascendant at the end of Scorpio, they really sense they are very committed, and they really sense that they have they also have, if they are in a relationship, they feel that it is good. They feel that it is a very strong commitment, and if it's already strong, it's going to become stronger, and that is very good. Another thing that's good for Scorpios, and that is for the ones who have planets and an ascendant at the beginning of Scorpio, so between 0 and 10 degrees, is Neptune and Chiron, that is trining Scorpio. Of course, Neptune is now going retrograde during the whole month, so it's a bit less, it's a bit more on the background now, but still opportunities, a lot of opportunities for a lot of Scorpios, those at the first decade of Scorpios, to become more spiritual awake, more a broadening of a focus towards compassion, and focus towards healing, and Scorpios are already very good at that, but an opening up towards this. So all in all, very, very interesting, and very much an emphasis on the deeper meaning of life. And I think most Scorpions really do like that, and especially that shift of your ruler. It is shifting at the 4th of July. So that shift is really important for you to be aware of these possibilities and opportunities that occur to make you more connected. And you are a water sign, you want to connect very deeply, but also, you know, that focus on the 12th house, it's the house of Pisces, so you want to connect more broadly, and they'll probably suit you very well. So thank you for watching, Scorpios. I wish you all the best. If you want to know more information about Pluto and Uranus, the square, I have made videos to the personal planets, you know, that square transiting personal planets. If you scroll down my YouTube channel, you will find the videos there. There's still a video, not a video, there's still a special offer of 13 euros of the Pluto-Uranus square, of course doing other readings, but I'll put all the links below. Thank you very much, and see you soon next month. Bye bye, Scorpios.